Hello and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. It is January. It's beautiful. And we need to find out what it is we need to do today. So, the sheep and goats have got no straw. They've started producing wool. Goat's milk is on the rise. We need to get that over into the dairy. Cow barn, they are very good for TMR. And they're building up in manure and slurry and all the good stuff. We've also got some milk there. We could get that into the dairy too. Fantastic. The rabbits, they have got no hay because we don't have any hay. Well, we have a little bit of hay, but they've got lettuce and carrots. Maybe you should give them some hay as well. Yes, probably for the best. And as for the ducks, they probably ought to have some more straw at some point, but food's looking good, water is looking very good. We're all good. As for the garden here, I don't know whether it's just glitched because we still seem to be producing lettuce, but you can't see it growing. Very strange. Let's have a quick look in here. Nope. Vegetable garden, that's what I want. Strange. But it is looking good anyway. Now we do need to get some hay then into the rabbit enclosure. So what we'll do is what have we got? This has got the bucket on it. Let's... Oh no, I can't do that because I'll need the wheelbarrow really. To go and grab the wheelbarrow. Not sure how much loose hay we've got. I'm not sure we've got much loose hay at all actually. I may need to get a bale of hay out and then cut it open if I can. What have we got here in terms of bales? Silage, straw, hay. Okay, we have the one. Can I cut it open? Not going to do it here, but don't think so. Well, the alternative is to put it into the feed mixer. And try and get it mulched up that way. That is an option. Let's just jump in this tractor and get the feed mixer brought out. Oh, didn't want to do that. I want to do that. There we go. We should be able to get the grass fertilized again. We haven't had an update for... here we go. Oh no, they're all fully fertilized. Brilliant. We haven't had an update for the map yet for precision farming, so I haven't put precision farming on yet, but it is something that I do want to do. But yeah, we will be putting it on once the map has been... I think the version 1.1 of the map, which does include the precision farming updates required, is in beta test at the moment. So we should be able to get our hands on it fairly soon, I hope. Right then. So, what we need to do is to get this into here. This can be switched off because we don't want to accumulate the running hours. And we have 4,500 litres of hay nicely mixed up in here that we can empty out and then use the wheelbarrow to put into the rabbit enclosure. It empties out on that side, so there should do nicely. Oh yes, this is going to be a lot. Possibly too much. Oh dear. Yes, that is a lot. Well, if we need to, we can always pick it up again and put it into storage. But, yeah, first of all, let's get the wheelbarrow and start getting it all cleared up. Well, that was very quick. 1 and a bit wheelbarrow loads, and suddenly we were out of capacity for hay. Fantastic. We're going to have to get all this cleared up, aren't we? Well, I reckon if we put it back into the feed mixer for now, then we can well, we can use it possibly in a feed mix. And then I think we need to start looking a little bit at doing some contracts. Because we need to earn some money. But let's get this cleared up to start with. Well, that's that cleared up, and look, the sun is coming up, and everything looks absolutely stunning. So, the first thing we need to do is get this milk moved. 56 litres of goat's milk, and we need to take it down into the dairy, or into the processing facility. Well, I suppose it is a dairy, really, yes. We're turning it into goat's cheese, aren't we? Let's just get this opened. There we go. We need to do the same with the cow's milk. Although I don't know how we're going to transport the cow's milk, if I'm honest. But there we go. We've got that working. Ah. I wonder if the cow's milk automatically gets moved into there. Possibly. Cheese production. Goat's cheese. Activate. No, it doesn't. So there's no cow's milk in there at the minute. No, this pipe comes from here. This is the mozzarella production. And then butter production over there. And I think Yeah, the milk needs to come into there for the butter production. Now, where is our milk? We have 1,037 litres of milk. Ah, we do have a milk tanker. But we're not sure how to get it into there. Well, I say a milk tanker. We have a tanker. Multi-purpose tanker, I believe. And I think it's up the top. So, let's go get it and see if we can put milk in it. It may be a case of getting a barrel to push around and transferring the milk that way. That might be a bit of a better idea. Here's our tanker, which I believe can be used for milk or water or anything. It's a modification of the original in-game one. Oof, that's a bit tight on the old roof. Yeah. LSFM Innovations Universal Tank. Universal Tanks. Look at that beautiful sunshine coming through. Absolutely stunning graphics. Okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to take the lid off it? I don't know. Probably not. But we do need to open up these doors. Then we can get through and fill up the milk, which I believe would be stored around here-ish, maybe. Right, what do I need to do? Maybe there is a tank for storage somewhere. Or maybe it is that... Maybe it is that tank inside the dairy. Which would make sense because it's a cold room, so getting it pumped into that cold room would make a lot of sense. What it does mean is we're definitely going to need one of those little barrels that we can push around. And that would be to move the milk from the tank. There. What capacity have we got for milk? Quite a bit. Our first load of cheese. Fantastic. 100 litres in each cheese roll, cheese ring, cheese whatever it's called. I don't know. Milk into the milk tank. Then it can go to butter. Or it can go to the cheese machine. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I do have to put the milk into here, and it's not already in here. I mean, that would make perfect sense. But where do I get the milk from over at the cow barn then? That doesn't make any sense at all. I remember in the old version, it stored itself in a tank over here somewhere. Let's go for a little bit of a hunt around. Aha! Here it is. Milk. That's where the milk comes out. Or is it? Do you know, I just don't know. Let's go around the end and find out. Because that's where it is. That's where it comes out of the wall of the dairy, but... then I want to put it straight back into the dairy, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. Start filling. Buffalo milk. Milk. Alright, well. It does come out here. it would seem a little silly that it comes out here and then you have to take it round the other side of the wall and into the dairy to be able to make butter and cheese, but maybe that's what you do. Maybe that is how it works. Let's see, shall we? Need to get this into here. It's going to be a bit of a tight fit. I think in the future we will get one of those little barrels that we can walk around with. Even though it will take a few trips, but not going to get the tractor through the door, but I might just get the trailer through. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is definitely not the best way to do things. Wonder if you could do it from the outside here. Get close enough. No. Oh. Well, that is ever so slightly upsetting. Right. LS FM equipment pack. Oh, that's a wheel. Ah, hang on. This is already owned stuff. That's not what I want. So, I wonder if we can get hold of... Here it is. Barrel trolley. That's what we need. Looks pretty decent like that. So, let's... Only £550. Let's buy that. And we'll go and get it and bring it back. Right, here it is. I need to get into it. Open up the lid. I'm hoping that I'll be able to fill it from the back of this trailer. Yes, good. Well, that saves us a little bit of a trip. But it only takes 500 litres at a time. Ooh. But yeah, we do desperately need it to get it into here. How strange. Maybe it does come from that tank. Well, let's see if we can get it into the butter churn. Get that off of there. Pour milk in. We put 500 litres in here, and then 500 litres into the cheese making facility. Maybe that will work out quite nicely. So we put that back on, and then activate the butter drum, and that will start churning it. Fantastic. And we can get into the barrel again, fill it up with milk again, and move it into the cheese production. Hopefully that won't also upset the goat's milk. Shouldn't do. Cheese production. Yes, already out of goat's milk again. But we've got regular milk in there, and we can activate that to make normal cheese. Right, let's get the last little bit out of the trailer. There it is. I wonder if we can get any more out of here. Yes. We can. Okay, so that is what I need to do. I don't want to go from the outside of the building. I need to collect it from that there. And there we go. So this trolley can now stay in this room. There we go. Fantastic. So yes, this tank can be used for other things. Ah, let's shut the door. Don't want to get it warm in there, do we? Right then, well that leaves us now with having a look at contracts. So there are some cultivating contracts that are going to be quite large. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to try was fishing. I've heard that fishing could be quite good. Let's head over to the pond, I suppose it is, and see what fishing entails. I also need to get the bits to finish this off with cement bags and cement tiles. It's a lot required. 3 pallets of cement bags and 4 pallets of ceramic tiles. I don't know what I'm going to need to be able to carry with me, so let's just take this fence that we haven't used yet. Fabulous. Yes, that'll be nice and fun. Right, let's get over to the pond. Right, now we've got to find out how this works. So, the trigger seems to be up this way somewhere. Not entirely sure where. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe I have to own this site first. It's possible. Starting to feel that way. Maybe that's why the gates were all locked up. Sit on chair and fish. Ooh. Do I just wait? Maybe we just wait. There's a fish. Come on. Take the bait. I don't seem to have caught many fish so far. But fishing is a waiting game. Oh. Ah. So, I'll keep waiting and see what happens. Right, so I've sat here for a little while, realised that it's not going to catch anything, and had a little bit of a look at one of Farmer Klein's videos, and it definitely shows that you need to own this place in order to use it. Therefore, we won't be using it because it's £85,000. And once we own it, we can do all sorts. We can smoke fish, we can catch fish, smoke fish, but you do need ingredients to go into that as well, like fish food and other such items. As for what we're going to do right now, we are going to look for a contract. There are cultivating contracts. they're worth quite a bit of money, a decent amount. Ploughing contract here as well. Not sure I fancy that one, to be perfectly honest. There's a deadwood contract, which luckily isn't at the edge of the map. That's actually right outside my farm there. But it might be worth me doing that deadwood contract. I think we will. We accept that contract. Do I have a chainsaw? I think I do. Accept that contract. Let's get back to the farm. We'll do that one, and then probably we'll do a cultivating contract as well. But we'll use the least equipment for that because, yes, we need to increase the rate of doing the job. And for £400 of leasing equipment costs, I think that's going to be pretty good. Right, let's get back to the farm and finish the deadwood contract, and I will see you then. Well, there we go. That's all the trees cut down. Some of them didn't have the markings on, and I think that's because they were too low in the ground, but they've all been cut down. I could accept that contract now, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't have... Yeah. I don't know whether to take some of this wood and sell it, and then get the contract money as well. Don't think I've got any productions that need wood. Productions that need wood chips, but not wood. No, I think I'll just collect on it this time. There'll always be deadwood contracts to do in the future. So, all in all, I made £350 on that because I did have to buy the chainsaw. But in the future, it'll all be fine because we've already got the chainsaw. Now, do I own any of this land? I can't own this land because, no. Yeah, I don't own that land at all around there. £150,000 for that bit of land. Well, we won't be buying that anytime soon because it's not exactly fruitful. Plus, if I had that sort of money, I'd buy the fishing place. It'd make some proper money out of there. So, I think what we should do now is to maybe do that cultivating contract, but borrowing the items. It's going to be a big field, but we can do it. There we go. Nice Valtra tractor to use. And a nice big cultivator as well. Right. This is the sort of money we need to be able to make if we want to continue here. It's going to be slow progress, I think, on this this particular game. this particular series, just because of the nature of Hof Bergmann itself, the manual processes. Let's get steering assist working. Okay. Well, this is going to take a little while for me to do, so we'll put it on a time lapse. And we'll get it done as quickly as I possibly can. So that we can then move on and maybe looking at buying the bits that the butchery needs to complete production. There we are. A beautiful seed bed for my fellow farmer David. Fantastic. Well, let's collect on that completed contract, which gives us an extra £9,000. We've got 12,000 in the bank. What I really want to do is pop over here and see how much it's going to cost us for the cement and the bricks for the next stage of the butchery construction. I think I did have a look at this before and it was well out of reach. But we're desperate to carry on. Yeah, okay, so cement bags is going to cost 13,000 on its own, and the bricks is going to be 27,000. That is a lot. I mean, I suppose for now we can get one lot of bricks and one lot of bags. Could we? Could we even do that? Yes, we could. That's a lot, though. Well, here it is. We'll go and get the fent. Here. We can pop it onto the front of this. Not entirely sure how. Tip side. let's focus on where I'm going, shall we? Okay, so it doesn't appear that I can fold the side down, but we'll get them in somehow. We've got a forklift down there. I've just realised it's January, and we've got a lot of wheat we can sell as well. We've got 10,000 litres of wheat. That is incredible. So what we need to do is grab our larger trailer. We'll get it all loaded into there, and we'll take it for sale at the best place, or the best price. In the meantime, let's take the fence down anyway, because we might as well load up the cement bricks and the cement bags. But yeah, I don't know whether we'll buy any more yet or not. Maybe another 2, depending on if we fit them in here or not. But yeah, we are desperate to get this butchery completed, because then we can start making money from the animal meat. But yes, first of all, let's get our wheat sold. Now the question is, where is best to sell the wheat? And it looks like it's the grain mill, which is only just over there. So, back into the John Deere. We'll get this tank taken off. Universal tank, but it can't hold wheat. There we go. Now I think my large trailer is over here. It's had manure in it previously. Yep, there it is. But it can have wheat in it as well. And everything will be fine. So we need to get over to our silo, load up with all the wheat, and we'll get over to the grain mill to sell it. And then we'll have a long and hard think about what we do with the money. It'd be nice to get a front mower, but at the same time, we really do need the bits for the butchery. Right, sent the worker back to take that off. We made 11,000 something. Just taken back up to over £12,000, but I think we're going to hang on to that. We will take these 2 pallets to get the butchery started. But yeah, we're not going to throw our money into any more at this point in time. Was wondering whether it was better to get the small cement factory, which is only 35,000. Oh dear, damaging my tractor. Yeah, if the small cement factory is only 35,000, then potentially then it would be a better option to get that and to wait for bits to pop out, because but we'd need stone makers as well, so it's a lot to think about. Oh, Olaf's completed his task. Back at the farm already. This is not our forklift, but we do have access to it, thankfully. Right, let's get these bits back to the butchers. Alright, here we are back at the farm. I'm just going to drive this straight in, so hopefully they'll be able to take it off the bed. Paying these contractors for nothing. Ah. Well, it's taken the cement. I'm not sure why it hasn't taken the bricks. Unless it's just a location issue. Well, let's just try tipping it out, shall we? Go on, slide off. Is that gone? I don't know. Right. Lower that down, and we'll get this taken out of the way. Uh-oh. What am I caught on? There we go. It's been an absolute pleasure using this Fent today. I've really enjoyed it. Ah. Oh, crikey. It needs ceramic tiles. Not bricks. Oh, poo. Well, that explains it. Right, let's get a pallet of ceramic tiles. Right, so it turns out the ceramic tiles are only £1,000 a pallet. So, we could get the extra 3 pallets required of this. And for the cement bags, we need another 2 pallets. Can we afford that? Nope, not enough money. But we're not far off now. So that's quite good. Right then. I'll get all these taken back to the farm, and I will see you there. So, ceramic tiles have just about made it back here. Started falling off as I got back. Right. Look at that. How close can you get? Anyway, we can push those in. As for the cement bricks, I'm going to hang on to them for now because I don't know if we're going to need them. Cement bags. We are going to need another 2 pallets. Yes, we need another 2 pallets of those, which we should be able to afford if we sell some bits and pieces next time. So, on that note, I'm going to finish here for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon when we will get on to the next stage of the butchery. Bye for now.